Here we are. We're back again. It's another episode, another edition of my show.
Freaking Kermit the Frog!
Sounds like you're a swinger already.
Alright, now we go ahead. I heard you say something. What'd you say?
I said now we're swingers already. Let's see if my noise canceling works. Let's see. Yeah, headphone. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, it is episode 316.
You son of a bitch. It's a good thing I was doing technical shit because I have several drinks around me right now.
Oh.
I could have straight. But then it
That's the bottom line.
Big mess in the television room here.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
All right, let's get this over here. Let's get that. Get the fuck over there. Hooah! Hooah!
Yeah.
What are you, wicked smart?
What are you, wicked smart? When Dave gets on, hitting him.
What are you hitting him with?
What do you think?
Your fist?
No.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch does it all the time.
Oh, where was I said somebody was drunk. I was somewhere. Somebody was drunk.
Fucking
Smash Man.
And nobody got it.
Nobody got it.
Because nobody has seen Porky's.
I haven't even seen Porky's.
Huh?
I haven't even seen Porky's.
Exactly. You haven't seen Porky's and you haven't hung out at Crouch's, so that's how that works.
I have hung out at Crouch's.
I know. That's why you know the reference. It's like I had forgotten the was from no, I can't remember. Half Baked.
Yeah.
Ooh, this man. Also forgot. Same scene.
Half Baked.
Forgot completely till I was using that clip for something the other day.
Where the fuck did I? Oh, it's down there.
I'm still pretty happy with the one I made today.
That the
Dana and I refuse.
I refuse. We need 40 minutes of defense. I refuse.
Oh, it's so frustrating because I know that's what's coming tomorrow. But Jackson Shellstad does not understand. You can't go under a screen on a 3-point shooter. Just doesn't get it. He's still like, oh, in high school I did it. You're not in high school.
I love when there are two type of Duck fans I don't like. I guess I don't like any of them because I don't like nega Ducks who everything no matter what, if we get a holding penalty on the second drive of the game after a punt, they're like, oh my god, fire the offensive coordinator. Nice. This is the worst team I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. What is this offense doing? I'm like, guys, chill out.
Well, I gotta put up my podcast sign.
But then also they're the Sunshine Pumper Ducks, who are equally as annoying, but just differently so. It's like when watching the game, this basketball team isn't very good.
They're not very good.
They're not very good. And so I said I think they're awful. And a few minutes ago, a guy says his team has improved so much over the season. In my opinion, one of the best coaching jobs for Altman since he came to Oregon. I'm like, I can't talk to this guy. Not seriously.
No. Dave, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Being a creep.
Do you know what episode it is?
What's the first number? 316? I don't have anything.
He's like, God damn it!
Oh, God! Should have asked me what I was drinking first.
No, I didn't want to do that to you. I figured you'd be either there or not.
Yeah.
This Blackberry Crown is good shit.
Yeah, I actually had to turn down a date tonight
What?
Oh,
because
what was his name?
Gerald.
Nance.
He actually found somebody older than him at school.
Yeah. Actually, no.
Mr. Gerald.
A teacher at the school.
Of course, Mr.
Yep.
Gerald. Exactly.
Mr. Gerald. Dr. Gerald, if you will.
Dr. Professor
Adjunct.
Gerald.
Dr. Professor Gerald.
Dr. Professor Gerald is related to Detective Dr. Puma, so that's
Right.
fine.
Also the
No,
name of the Preshow.
So you know how I go down to. Well,
Yeah,
did I
know.
tell you a
I know how
story
you
about?
go down.
Yeah.
I told you guys about going to the Wine Institute, right?
I vaguely remember that.
Oh, okay. So in between, I've got like a 3-hour break, so I go to the bar.
Well, I knew that.
Yeah. Well, while I was down there, these this older guy and 2 girls came in. They're sitting next to me. They're chit chatting away. I threw in some comments that were funny because I was eavesdropping. Actually, they're like, "Oh, this guy's probably eavesdropping." I was like, "You're talking about dead people like a foot away from me. That's not eavesdropping.
Right.
That's being aware of my surroundings." And so they laughed. So we got to chit chat, and it turns out that they worked up at the Southern Oregon Wine Institute out of UCC. And I actually had to go to class at 5. Right. At 5, but they have a class that starts at 4. Oh no, and it starts at 5 as well. But it was their cider class, so they're like, "You should come to the cider class."
Oh,
And I was just like,
man,
cider
I
class?
really want to soak it in.
And so, yeah, I did make that joke, and then they laughed. I was like, "Do I get to soak it?" They're like, "What?" I was like,
Huh?
"In cider." And then Jen, she kind of laughed. So I went up there, drank, went into the
My wife
back
doing
tasting
there?
room. Yeah, she was there all of a sudden. This is a dream
All
that I
of a
actually
sudden
had.
Jen just shows up.
Jen's
Oh,
there.
big dream. Hey guys, if we dream about each other and we see each other, let's pretend we don't know each other.
How would we know?
So I'm hanging out in the tasting room and the cider room, drinking. And at the end of the class, I was like, "Hey, I really need to get to this class. I got to go do what I need to do." And she's like, "Yeah, give me your phone real quick." So she gives me her number. Yeah. And then she's like, "Don't worry, I texted myself already." And I was like, "All right." And she called me like when I just got home from work. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I just got home, about to eat some food. I got a bunch of work to do." And she's like, "Well, it's a really nice day. I wanted to get a 6-pack and go watch the sunset." And I was like, "Oh, I bet you did." And she's like, "No, it's really nice." I'm like, "No, you're right. It's like one of the first days I got off work and there's sun out." I was like, "But I've got things to do. Finals week is next week, so I've got a lot of work to do." She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "You're a teacher. I'm a student."
Right.
And she's like, "Well, our finals are really easy." I was like, "You teach people how to drink wine and make it."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, right."
Half of that we graduated from years ago.
Yeah, like I've got a PhD in that.
Hey, Robin, you're pretty quiet.
Okay. Which button is it that's the volume? Hold on. I gotta look at my directions for my mic because I never adjust it.
Mhm.
Oh, or maybe I can hold on. Go to
Maybe it's just that
settings.
Dave's
Put it
louder
in your
than
mouth.
the-
Maybe
you
my
sound-
mic's actually closer to my face than it usually is.
Yeah, I can actually hear you clearer than normal.
Yeah.
You sound
Yeah.
you sound really good. It's like
No. Okay. So definitely because I usually
it's fine to have your
microphone
mic in the shot.
is yeah. I feel like I'm gonna be too loud here.
Maybe don't
Anyway.
don't make it an ASMR mic or anything.
No.
like that.
Hey guys, so I've been thinking about touching my dick. Yeah, it's because I'm on the wrong mic.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
How about now?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Mhm.
That's why it was able to pick up the song.
Ah.
Because my other
There you
mic
go.
cancels it. Wait, let's see. Let's test it. Could you hear it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll allow it.
I'll be down.
Oh, so anyways, so we're just chit chatting because I was like, "I can't come tonight." She's like, "All right." I was like, "Rain check
Any
though,
other
next
night.
week definitely." And we're talking, and she said something about kayaking. I was like, "Oh, I'm terrible at kayaking." She's like, "You don't want to tell girls you're terrible at kayaking." I'm like, "Why is that?" She's like, "Because then that means you've got really stiff hips and you can't do anything." I was like, "Oh no, my hips work just fine. I'm just bad at kayaking." And she's like, "Oh really?" And then she's like, "Can we test that sometime?"
Hey,
And I'm like,
said,
"You
just
mean
said-
like kayaking?" I was like, "Unless you want to get wet."
oh. You
And
should've
she's like-
said, I'll find the man in the boat.
you went
Right.
full Dave on him.
Yeah. And then she's like, no, like with different. And
No.
so I was doing other things, but I could hear her. and she said something else. I was like, what do you mean on books? She's like, no. Like, I'm just fucking with her at this point. She's like, no, like in bed. I was like, oh. I mean, yeah, we could do that sometime if you want. She's like, you really made me work for that one. I was like, I don't believe in gender roles, traditional gender roles, so I'd like to make women work for it. And then she's like, oh, really? I was like, no, actually, I do believe in gender roles, so you should make me a sandwich next time we hang out. The old David Dean, I don't care if you like me moves.
Yep.
And she's eating it up. And I'm like,
sometimes it works, and you end up having fun for a while.
Yep. But so she's like, yeah. So anyways, I like to cuddle and I live close to campus, so.
You just filled that 3 hours between classes.
Yeah, right.
Ended up filling something else.
Right.
You're drinking wine and waxing ass.
Yep. So I'm gonna need to get some of them blue pills because drinking me and working me don't mix anymore.
Well, just do less baiting you.
Right.
Ric Flair has a commercial where you can get it for like 87 cents a pill.
Oh, I've seen that.
Woo-wee! Might wanna. It's definitely not wings.
Not wings.
Those are like $3 a pill, and they're meat. Weird.
Wait.
I refuse.
I refuse.
I just had a hiccup that almost made me throw up.
That's gross.
Oh,
I just got whiplash from one of my burps.
Fuck. All right, I need to get something to drink to get rid of these hiccups.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, go get you a beer.
Yeah.
Steve Weiser.
Get you a beer for no specific reason.
Just getting it ready.
Oh, God.
I think I subliminally knew that it was 3:16 because I brought 2 beers and I made a drink.
Right.
And I usually don't drink that much during the
definitely
podcast.
Overtime. Yeah, you knew.
Hey, you know, at least we can talk about the Oscars. Like,
yeah, I mean, honestly, I like them. Like,
that was probably the most entertained I've been by the Oscars in a very long time.
I think our format here helped, and the fact that we've done this enough times without the Oscars there, I think that helped. But Dave and I both commented, it seemed like you lost some steam there at the end. Like,
I got really bored at the end.
Well, and I said, I don't think he had smoked in a while. So it was just too fucking sober for Jake to have the fun that he normally has.
Right. Like, yeah, that's honestly, because, at that point we were 4 hours into the recording. And
exactly.
And I lost a lot of steam. And I was like, I was at the point like, I'm out of beer. Like, I don't, like,
well, learning experience, really. Now
right.
we know. We fucking set you up for extra stonage or BS. And
also, it's probably better if I just have like another person around.
Yeah.
Because I'm an energy vampire.
Yeah.
No, it was. Oh, I should talk about my friend's wife meeting Party Jake.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
What?
Dave's got a bottle.
I need to get rid of these hiccups.
Here comes old side-eye Dave.
He turns into Forrest Whitaker. He's the Filipino Forrest Whitaker.
Filipino Forrest Whitaker. Man, if we were on a softball team, that would be on the back of your jersey.
Oh, God. Oh.
Blub, 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 blub.
That still might be something. I thought of it the other day. I was watching something and he was on, and I was like, oh, my God.
How many letters is that? That should be your gamer tag, Dave. Let's see. Hang on. Let me see if this is. Let me see.
It could be available. Flip Whitaker.
Flip Whitaker.
I'm trying to hold my breath for the hiccups.
Let's see.
Oh, God damn it.
Is this gamer tag available? You just have to let them go away. There's no way to get rid of hiccups.
Yeah, there is.
How?
Giant spoonful of sugar.
Oh, okay.
Every fucking time it works.
I do the water,
your breath works.
hold breath and water thing.
Yeah.
Filipino.
You can also try pushing all the air out of your lungs and seeing how long you can not breathe.
Yeah.
That's the one I've been using the most lately because I hate it. I'm just like, oh God, this sucks. But
You could be. Oh, Filipino Forest is already in use.
I like Flip Whitaker. That's pretty funny.
Flip Whitaker.
See if Flip Whitaker is
Softing.
Dave's about to give some soft ding if he doesn't.
Oh, also,
Flip Whitaker, Whitaker, appears to be available.
Boom.
also when I was meeting this teacher, she asked me where I was from, so I told her down here, and she was like, "Do you know Jesse Siegel?" And I stuttered, and I was like, "Do I know Jesse Siegel?"
Yeah.
And she was just like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I know who she is."
Yeah.
And so she is Jesse's sister's ex-husband's sister.
Jesse's. Wow, that's a.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I was like, "That's why your name looks familiar."
What is Jesse's sister's name?
Katie.
Katie
I
Siegel.
wish
Yes.
I had Jesse's.
So
girl.
Katie's ex-husband
Katie
is
had some
this
big old
chick.
titties.
They do.
Wait, what is that chick's name?
Jennifer Bierman.
Wait a second.
Uh-oh.
I think I know her.
Like biblically?
No.
No.
Yeah, there's definitely a Jennifer Bierman on Instagram.
Is she naked?
No, not on Instagrams.
Does she have big hooters?
No.
Attention. We are looking for the chick with big hooters.
Yeah, we are ready to do you now.
Oh, she's got a Facebooks. Why do I know? I know that name.
Is she naked on Facebooks?
No.
Dave's like, I've already stalked all these.
Yeah.
No, actually, well, she added me on Facebook right away.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
She's like, where's Deacon? That name sounds really fucking familiar.
I had a teacher come on to me when I was working at the newspaper for Lebanon,
Mhm.
and like her daughter was playing tennis, and so she was like she was at all the tennis meets, and like she would come over and just flat hit on me because like I had ended up being hammered and flirting with her in a bar one night, and like she would just come and just be like,
I bet she did.
She would be like, hey, I have dead period from like 3 to 4. You should come over to my house. I'm like,
Ching.
I was like, okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Robin's
Why-
busy trying to rake his memory right now.
Well, I know. I'm really trying to figure this out. I know her from somewhere.
I know her from somewhere.
I wonder if she used to work at one of the schools.
Well, she is a teacher.
Well, no, but like she's a UCC teacher and
Mhm.
like teaches drinking, so that's
Yeah.
not the same. What a perfect name for somebody that works at an alcohol place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not spelled right, but still.
Close enough.
Yeah. Huh.
I also was like, hey, you know I'm a student, right? Like, don't you guys have something that says you can't sleep with students?
And you
And
can't
she's
sleep
like-
with your students.
I'm gonna take her class and get an A.
You're gonna
She
get
can-
her.
and she
A.
can get a D.
Yeah.
Ah.
Same jokes.
Same jokes.
Oh,
Oh, damn it.
we got to tell people why we didn't do a regular episode. It's really short explanation.
Yeah. All sorts of weird shit happened.
And then
Selfishness.
we got to break our Oscars tie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you how we're going to do it, but it is
All right.
through awards, just the Oscar technical awards. They don't tell you who was nominated or anything. So it was like, I can't really get that answer. I can give you who won. I guess I could have made things up, but
Yeah.
that seems stupid.
You could have just put Oppenheimer, Barbie, next to Auschwitz, and I can't remember the name. Oh, the something zone.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah. What was that something zone movie?
The Zone of Interest.
Zone of interest. Zone of dadness.
Circle of Interest.
Circle of triangle dadness. Life
A
of
Wes Anderson film.
Circle of triangles.
that makes me think of. Have you seen that that video. I think it's on either on TikTok or Instagram where the guy's got the little kid's toy that has all the shapes cut out, and he's just like, "What's this square going to?" That's right, the square. And he's like, "This triangle. Which one do you think that goes into?" That's right, the square. What about this circle? You got it, the square. And he puts every single one into the square.
Is too big. Yeah, they all just will fit in there.
That just made me think of that.
I've seen that.
All
I've also
videos.
seen the reaction.
Yeah,
where
they're just like,
ah, no.
wrong hole. Heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the Pit Viper video idea. We can actually come up with ideas instead of just cum shot ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So first off, there's gonna be a giant horse. We gotta go to Mexico. We can hire a lady.
Did you guys watch the start of the episode last week yet?
Since I saw that it got blocked, I would just say fuck it.
Yeah, but you can still post the audio.
Can I?
Yeah, you can still. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can still download it and then post the audio like a podcast.
Oh, hell.
I could also, I mean, if it's easier, I can export it as just audio.
No, this should be. I should be able to figure this out.
Okay.
You have to do a lot of editing. Just like put a gray block over your screen.
Yeah, well, we could do that too, but we can if we just do the audio, it's fine.
So when you post the video, does it show you as the big screen and then two little screens for Jake and I?
It shows me for the big screen.
Usually, it usually goes with whoever logs on first is the big screen, and then everyone else gets smaller.
Oh, okay.
Took me a while to figure that out.
Yeah, because I've always wondered that because I was like, I know I see me as the big screen.
Yeah.
And then you guys are smaller screens on this side.
I'm gonna try to share the screen and see if I can play the video. Or Jake, you want to share it? Or Dave, you can find it. Go find the video, and then we'll just play the start, like the first minute.
Oh, yeah, I did see. Was it the Obama?
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah, and then also we need to watch Nobody has watched the credits yet, I don't think, because nobody said anything from any of the episodes. But I've been doing this thing ever since there was a video on, I can't remember, TikTok or something, where they showed the end of Finding Nemo, but it was like in Finnish, and so instead of the end, it just says slut. And so I've been doing a slut end on the end of the videos for like 2 or 3 weeks.
That's funny.
Okay, let's see. That would be episode 315.
Everybody comes.
315. Yeah, you can't watch. Oh yeah, we can't share it, so I have to share it.
Oh yeah, because last one I can see is 314.
Okay, let me try.
This is really it's really confusing to hear Robin talking over Robin.
Yeah, well, turn off and that's not what I want. Let me go back to that. Then I hit, where's the share screen? Share screen. Let's try it. Okay, do you see me sharing my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so here, we'll do the start first. Go back here.
Deacon Logic. You need to turn down the gain a little bit on the podcast music.
It's down to 11%.
Wow.
Yeah. Like when I first did it, I was like, this is way too loud. And then I started with 14 and 13 and then 11. I can go down more though. All right, let's see if this works. I don't hear any audio.
You have to share your audio.
Episode 311, Hard R with Doja
Wait,
Cat.
can you hear that?
It's another episode.
Yeah.
Another edition of my show. The Oscars.
Hey, it's on right there. Okay. Anyway, that was it.
That's
and then yeah, that is funny. Ding.
I just found the I just saw the slut.
Here, and then we'll play the credits here, and you can watch that.
It's a podcast. Hey, there he is.
Have you ever watched the end of a show, Dave?
No, I've never actually watched the shows
Well, that's fair.
because I'm there.
What am I doing? Am I doing some tongue thing?
Right now, I'm just going through episode names,
We have
And
some
it's making me
great
laugh.
episode names.
and I came across the Moaning Miners.
That's a good one.
Eli Roth movie on a Monday morning. I can't read lips in Spanish.
We do have good names. So if you've never watched the credits, now you can watch the credits because we're putting it at the start of the show, but it's an old show that you can't watch. And then I threw this on there like a couple episodes ago because I was like, oh yeah, that looks cool.
Make sure to go and check out
And then Michael Scott says his thing. And then the Finding Nemo thing.
All I see right now are trees.
Maybe it's trees?
I think you're sharing the wrong screen.
How can I share the wrong screen?
Do you have multiple monitors hooked up?
No, it's my laptop.
Oh.
Whatever.
Time travel at the speed of time.
How
Yep.
do I unshare the screen?
Where
Skype?
it says share, where it used to say share screen.
Yeah, but it only shows that when I'm not looking at the screen. View.
Quit looking at the screen.
I have to not look at the screen?
No.
Damn it.
What if I
Let's go back to this thing. And then,
Spotify
there's this.
Premium.
There we go. I fixed it.
Well, we're back.
Lug nut fixed it.
I'm gonna go through and start putting random comments on all the videos.
Like Dave's got a huge cock.
He's gonna be like, guy at 3 minutes and 30 seconds is I.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna put in the cliff notes of the
Yeah.
word that
He is
you.
hot.
No, I'm just gonna put in like a cliff note that says at 10 minutes and 38 seconds, this word is bleeped out.
Every once in a while I'll at the end of Spotify I'll say like, what do you think about the episode? Like it'll have a question and answer,
Yeah.
and I'll change it to like, what do you think? Do you think Jake would look good bald?
Pretty good idea.
Or just
Let's
some random
see.
shit?
Right.
So
I
is
like
it 238 was my first episode as a
Uh-huh.
regular?
Oh, are we supposed to keep a track of that?
I don't know.
No, but I'm just scrolling through here and then I see Alex and not me.
You were only supposed to be in like 2 episodes.
And now it's
Well, no, because before that, I know I'm down here further. Yeah, there's one of me as one of my guest
Selling drugs.
appearances.
what would you do if you someone
All right, man.
These
I would
people.
go
Oh, no.
fucking get a job? I don't know.
I'll go when
Stupid fucking song.
Son of a bitch does it all the time.
All right, man.
Hey!
Are you ready for a good ass show?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yes.
Damn it.
Cool. All right, here we are. We're back again.
I'm too
Son
old
of
for
a
this
bitch
shit.
does it all the time. And
Smash Man.
you might understand that it's episode 316 because you've already heard the glass break once. But yeah, big monumental episode for us here this week, episode 316, and we are joined by the man who definitely should have got a beer. Is Dave.
Hey, what's up? I decided I wanted to mess up my other eye. When I snapped this cork back on, a little bit of whiskey popped out right into my eyeball.
Oh shit.
So if it looks like I've got no eyes later, Don't worry,
Not
I'm
just
Asian.
Dave.
It's not just Asian Dave. Oh man, Speaking of getting shot in the eye, it's Robin.
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
hey.
goddamn right it is. They don't call me old Flip Whitaker for no. Wait, that's Dave too.
Oh, that's me.
Son of a bitch does it all the time. Anyway, yeah, I'm here. I'm that guy in green and black shirt.
I had something witty to say because I've been thinking about it all day, but the pain in my
Okay.
eyeball kind of erased my brain.
Yeah, speaking of something witty to say, bringing it back around over there, the hoop snake known as Jake.
Touching tips.
I completely missed it. Now I gotta fucking call.
Now he's sword
Travel.
fighting.
Probably got whiskey in your eye.
Don't cross the streams.
The old whiskey eye.
That's what they
Whiskey
call 'em.
eye.
The one eye whiskey eye.
The One-eye
One-eye
whiskey
whiskey
eye is the name
Writing
of
it
this
down.
episode.
One eye whiskey eye.
It's me, One Take Jake, back in the saddle again. I saw Mime at McDonald's.
I heard that.
I saw that.
I don't know
Was
what that
he-
means.
Was he like a mime on break, or was he miming the whole time?
Well, I didn't try to speak to the mime. I thought it'd be
Nobody
pointless.
can.
I thought it would be fucking pointless. But yeah, the mime's coming out of McDonald's. I'm like, and going to its car, which was suspiciously real. Like I thought a mime would drive like a mime car.
Have you guys ever seen my mime video?
No. Is it mime porn?
No, it's not mime porn, but in junior high, you know how they always have like little things for kids to do?
No, I went to private school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see how that turned out. Anyways.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I didn't have anything to do because I went to private school.
Right. So anyways, junior high, they had, sorry, I didn't mean to cut your story off. Go ahead, finish. It just made me think of it and I got excited.
I think I was done.
Oh, okay.
We need to find that video unless you.
I have it in the back room on VHS.
Because a mime is a terrible thing to waste.
But anyways, they brought in like these road actors and they taught a bunch of us how to mime. So then we had a show and tell.
Touched to mime.
Yeah, like literally taught us to mime. Like we had a yo-yo guy that taught us how to yo-yo too.
I mean, that's a demonstratable skill. Miming is just pretending.
Yes.
Right, kids, pretend. You've been doing that your entire lives.
Ever play
Right.
charades?
Yeah.
It could be a career.
No, it can't.
Yeah, there's a video. Billy was doing it too, and I can't remember if we were in the same.
How
the
did he
same
order?
act. Huh?
That's what I want to know.
At
How does the mime
McDonald's.
order? Oh, well, they have the
mime.
kiosk now.
Oh,
Or you
Ah,
could use a mobile order is also a possibility.
sorry, that was my little bad Santa moment. How do they sleep?
yeah.
Standing up.
My
Well-
head.
But the noise.
So
What noise?
So here's the question: you're driving out of the drive-through, and there's a mime. What do? It's kind of like
Tell your
Wave.
friends that you saw mime.
I waved at the mime, and like the mime looks over at me and it's like, which I didn't know if it was doing a bit, so I
Right.
stopped. So I stopped to look for a second, and then the mime turned to look back at me, and I'm like.
But
Okay.
I feel like the mime didn't do anything like looked back at me. He did.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like a big, like egregious. Like,
It wasn't
not
a mime
sweet
look back?
No, they just looked back, and I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. But
You were
More.
looking for aggressive miming is what you were looking for.
You see
You
a
wanted
mime
to-
in the wild, you don't know what to expect. Anyway.
What would you have done if he gets his order and he walks outside and goes to an empty parking spot and throws his leg up like he's getting on a motorcycle and sits back and then just kind of like waddles out?
I would die of laughter. I
Yeah,
would
so
try
would
to
I.
do him.
Oh,
It was a female mime, I believe.
a mimette, if you will.
A meme.
Meme.
A meme.
Meme. That's how mime children say it.
That's that's how I know that there's been a fracture in the timeline, is that I'm just seeing mimes.
The time mime.
Time mime.
Oh.
Fracture of the time mime.
I'm imagining like
God
Time
damn
Cop, but with a mime. Time Mime will return next Friday.
Oh.
God damn it.
Oh.
Time
I mean,
Mime.
they made a
hunting
movie
down
called Time
Mime.
Cop, so why couldn't they make a Time Mime?
Lost
Tune
in
next
Mime.
week when Time Mime breaks their silence
Ooh.
of death.
What if it were like, so what if like Time Mime's premise is it's like Quantum Leap, where he has to go jump into other people's bodies,
But he's
but
a
because
mime.
he's a mime, he can't do anything, so he has to like mime to people?
Time Mime.
And they're like, no,
jumps in the
like you
body
can
of a
talk.
surgeon.
Nope.
No,
All
he
of a sudden,
can't.
Einstein is like a mime.
Einstein, the Time Mime.
Einstein Time Mime.
What is this, an Amigos song?
Hey.
Einstein, I'm time.
Yep, it's definitely one of those.
It's Helen Keller's actually just a mime.
Oh, oh God. Son of a bitch does it all the time. Fucking Smash Man.
Smash me.
Oh my god.
Well, after that drink, dude, just give me about 15 minutes. I'll be there.
Oh my god.
Oh, someone had to play this Stone Cold entrance music.
Wait, do you
I
mean
don't know what
do
you're
you
talking
mean
about.
do you mean Anne Frank, the girl with the diary?
Is she actually writing a real book? He's just miming.
This is the stupidest, funniest premise.
Well, you see now, because I'm imagine the miracle worker, but she's working with a tiny child mime
Oh.
with the paint and everything.
Right.
Like
Oh.
trying to wash her hands, but they won't put her hands in the water because it's a mime.
Oh.
Jurassic Park. He tries to
made a-
lasso. Tries to lasso a T-Rex.
Or they could make a prequel. It could be like The Land Before Mime.
Yes.
That's the Jurassic Park part.
The Land Before
Land Before
Mime. Jurassic Park 11, The Land Before Mime. Like what Dave said, it's just mimes out there trying to lasso velociraptors.
They somehow corral them, but it's a fake corral. He goes and closes a big door and like pats it.
You just see a bunch of mimes floating around on pretend horses.
Oh. That's
For
awesome.
some reason, one of them's still wearing heels, running around out in the jungle.
And one of them has chaps out of nowhere. They just produce chaps.
Nothing underneath.
Well, so we just did 6 minutes on mimes.
Yep. Well, welcome to 6 Minute Mime.
6 minute mime, my show. It's the Friday
The
edition.
special 316 episode.
No kidding, dude. Please don't hit that thing for a minute. I need to
wasn't.
recover.
Don't hit
Yeah.
it for the rest of the time because
I'm
I got
right.
more whiskey
All
and I
right.
got papers right.
So let's talk about why we had an Oscars episode last week real quick, and then solve our tie.
All right.
Day maritals.
So normally we record on Wednesday.
Yep.
This term for school, we've been recording on Thursday because Dave has class on Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Sometimes we record on Friday because we got things on Thursday.
Yep.
This week we were gonna record on Friday, maybe. We didn't figure it out until like Tuesday. You're like, hey.
Yeah, I was like, hey, so Thursday's happening, so I just want you guys to know that.
You wanted to let us know to get ready for action?
I was hoping I would actually hit the chorus of "Birthday Sex" by Jeremiah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I was like, yeah, so that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna be busy, and so yeah, that's reasonable. And then Friday, it was like, hey, we got a Groupon to go to the Brazilian steakhouse, and it was a Brazilian chance that we could go.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, my God! But then
I do remember when Robin said, "Hey, Robin had told me we're not recording tonight. Jake's going to dinner with Jen." And I think the first thing I says, "That is selfish as shit. Yesterday was her birthday."
He did say something like that.
something along those lines.
I was like, fair, but it's also Friday, and
Yeah.
I
would skip a
steak
show for Brazilian steak.
is really good. All up until I probably ate too much of something, or not enough of something, because I ended up with like the worst Hershey squirts in a long time.
Oof.
Like, also I ended up roostering at one point.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
And
But
puke.
So they're like, hey, let's give these people an authentic Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Authentic
Montezuma's
Brazilian
revenge.
experience. Well, I think we just went a little late, and like some of the stuff had been out a little like some of the stuff in the
meat
salad
had
bar had been out a little
turned.
long.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, there's like shrimp scampi, and you have a little
Yeah.
bit too much of that,
A
maybe
little scrimp, yeah.
little scrimps.
Little scrimps will do that to you.
Scramps.
But it's one of the worst. Like when you can feel a puke coming on, that like there's nothing you can do about it, and it's like you just want to do it. You
Yeah.
just want to throw up so you
Mhm.
can get it over with, but your body's like, nah, we're gonna draw this out for another 5-10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You just get knots in your stomach. You start. I was doing the full sweating thing,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
and
Did
I
you
was
get
sitting.
like the salivation going too?
I do.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it's the
salivate.
worst. And then
Ugh.
you think if I just keep swallowing it, I'll be fine, and
No,
it makes
I
it
spit.
worse.
Like I spit it
Yeah.
out, and
I
like if I
always
just
spit
keep.
it too.
Yeah, if I
Yeah.
spit it out, my body will think, oh, okay, well, we'll keep
Trying to
pushing
get
stuff. Yeah,
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's like push start in a car.
exactly. So, and then it's just like, fortunately, I sit right next to the bathtub. And I just went, what?
Oh man. That's
And
ugh.
or it could have been the coffee that I had. Maybe my coffee was too strong because, like, any number of factors go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I can't say what's one thing or the other, but it was really weird to look down and see, like, because I threw up in the bathtub and just kind of sat there for a while. Because, I'm finishing, I got to finish
Right.
pooping.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of looking at it, and you know what? We study these sorts of things, this is how we make sure we're not dying.
Yep.
Because we won't go to the doctor.
It's how we know that our bodies don't process corn.
Exactly. Damn right.
Either way.
Either way. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's all coffee. It's like coffee and mucus. Gross.
Yeah, that sounds
Mm.
delicious.
But yeah, that was I highly recommend going. Like it's the first time I've gotten sick. We've been there like a dozen times, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna hold it against them.
Right.
Mm.
Well, so that was our Friday reason, and then I had wanted to watch the Oscars anyway, and I was like, hey, could we do an Oscar episode where we sit here and bullshit, watch the Oscars,
Hell yeah, Batman.
and then everyone's like, yeah, I can do that. So we did. And we
I mean,
picked
after the success of our Golden Globes episode.
right, which that was fun. This was
Mhm.
also pretty fun. Eventually we'll get it posted.
I'm
We
working-
figured it
I'm
out.
working-
The music awards next.
No,
Now,
I have zero interest in that.
not only could we not post it, but we'd also be bored.
Right, probably.
Like we'd be like, no, this sucks.
There would be so many names we don't know.
Right.
It's like oh God, what was it? Was it Rick and Morty that made fun of that when it's like, oh, Squishmallow Tea
I think
and
so.
bobby pins coming
Something
up
like
with
that.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like things you've never heard of.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we picked. We had Oscar ballots. Like I had paper because I have a printer, but I sent them theirs, and they filled them out, and we picked winners. Let's see how many categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3, so about 20, 21. I don't think they all have 7. Jake and Dave tied with 8. So we're gonna break that tie.
Got to break that
Break
tie.
that tie.
It's game show time. Anyway, it's
Yeah.
not. Okay, so I was gonna pick from our the technical awards. The Oscars hand out technical awards, but they don't list who was nominated or up for the award. They just say, "Hey, they won."
This guy won.
Yeah. So I went to the SAG Awards because they aren't all the same. So I picked some that aren't all the same, and we're gonna see which one you guys pick and which one wins. So
Is the SAG the Screen Actors Guild?
Screen
Yes,
Actors Guild.
not to be
It-
confused with the Film
The
Actors
Film
Guild.
Actors
The
Guild.
Film
yeah.
Actors
Correct,
Guild,
yes.
right.
So outstanding performance by a
Yeah.
female actor in a leading role. Annette Bening in
Wait, that's not a. That's
Shut
not
your
a.
mouth. I'm talking.
Okay.
Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon, Carrie Mulligan in Maestro, Margot Robbie in Barbie, and Emma Stone in Poor Things. Make your pick. And then if there's still a tie, we'll go to the next one.
I got mine.
Okay.
Man, I need you to say them again.
Annette Bening.
Yeah.
In Naiad. Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon. Carrie Mulligan in Maestro. Margot Robbie in Barbie. And Emma Stone in Poor Things. And I already told you I was picking categories that had a different winner, so you can exclude Emma Stone because she won the Oscar for supporting actress.
I'm going with Annette Bening.
Okay.
I've got Lily Gladstone.
Hey, and Jake's the winner.
Yep.
Booyah!
Lily Gladstone.
I just didn't
we
want to
kinda
pick the
had an
same one
idea.
again.
Huh?
I was like, I didn't want to pick the same one.
Well,
Yeah.
I figured that the Screen Actors Guild would try to right the wrong of the Oscars.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Well, we could also have done outstanding cast, which is a category the Oscars doesn't have, but it's still going to be. I mean, if you were to guess,
I would have gone with Oppenheimer.
exactly, that's
Yeah.
her one. Yeah, I guess I could have picked like a television category, but that seemed gay, so
hmm
I'm not doing that.
And we like chicks
Yeah,
with
Yeah.
dick.
Yeah.
I meant
Yeah.
that in the way that's not cool.
Like the whole episode of South Park that explains the whole
Exactly.
whole shebang.
There's a whole thing out there. If you want to figure out why we can say that now, it's just because we don't care.
Yeah.
And there was that guy on Saturday Night Live. What's his name?
Shane Gillis.
That's him. He was
Hmm.
like, he was even dropping other words. I don't know. We have said retarded on here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not bleeped it.
Yeah,
It's just
we
you
were
don't-
talking about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's like, is this a word that nobody's complained about?
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. The pendulum is swinging again.
It was a word I didn't like for a while, and I was like, what do I care? Like,
Yeah, I was
Mhm.
same. Like for a while, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna say that. And
yeah,
now,
I was, and like people say, I'm like, hey man, don't say it around me. Like I don't like that word. You know, it's like
Because-
it was like my N word.
because even people that are considered retarded, they're not offended by that word because they don't think they're retarded.
Right.
So it's like,
Also,
who's making the big deal about it?
And the problem, I think the problem I have with being offended by the word retarded specifically
Mhm.
is that it literally means slowed down.
Right.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean, there's no negative connotation to the word, in my opinion, because the word actually means slowed down.
Right.
So
Mhm.
their brain, in a way, is slowed down, and up until a certain point, that's how we understood it. It's not a term of denigration until your friend's acting retarded.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't even at that time. Like it took until the 80s to be a word where people were like, like
Mhm. And even the 80s is a stretch because I've been reading a lot of papers from the early 90s. Like up to 95, I think I read
Yeah.
one.
well,
Where
they still use it in science.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's where I was getting at. Like I've written 2 papers in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Where I used the
Brag
word
about
retarded a lot. One
Yeah.
was on mental defects of children in this place called the Love Canal because there was a lot of chemicals there, and then the other one was on wildland fires.
Hmm.
Like,
Oh yeah, because they use
Yeah.
retardant.
yeah. Like
Makes sense.
I'm
Did
using
you
these
know-
words that I'm apparently not supposed to use, but I'm like, well, we'll see what happens.
Did you know that people with Down syndrome can't walk backwards? I'd never thought about it, but I just learned that today. I was
Hmm.
like, what? That can't be real.
I-
That's real?
I don't know anybody with Down syndrome, but now I want
I
to.
want to test it next time I see somebody. I'm like, hey,
Has
can you
anyone ever
moonwalk?
seen Shane Gillis take a step back?
Nope.
He's only
Oh,
got
wait,
a
no, he
touch.
missed
He's
it.
only got a touch of the Downs.
Just the kiss of the
making it
downs.
It's really like I've started listening to a little bit of his stuff. I think he's pretty good. Like
Mhm.
I think he's funny.
yeah, he's funny. Because I've been trying to find new comedians. He's all right. Nate Bargatze's all right. I like him pretty well. I watched or listened to both of his specials.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, they're Netflix specials, but you don't actually have to watch comedy.
Right.
You know,
You
so
just
like,
have it on and
Mhm.
yeah, I was driving and I'm like, I'm gonna put these specials on, which is
Mhm.
actually what I've decided to start doing. I was just listening to comedy specials when I drive back and forth to Portland.
Right.
I used to
Nice.
do that.
Mhm.
Or I had Jerry Seinfeld had a CD that I would listen to. Dane Cook, I would listen to his. Robin Williams was one I listened to.
Jerry
When I-
Clower.
When I lived
never-
in Washington, I would on my drive down. Sometimes I'd put it on Pandora's comedy channel.
Mm,
Yeah.
Pick
Yep.
a comedian and let it go. But like you're saying, Jake, like you had to find you're looking for some new comedians. I have found that every time I find a comedian that I really like and then I start watching a lot of their stuff, they get unfunny real fast.
mm.
But if I don't focus on them, they stay funnier longer.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Hart, that happened to me and Kevin Hart because every time he came out with something new, I was like, I have to watch it and I have to watch it 3 times.
Yeah.
Joe Coy, I have to watch it and I thought it was hilarious, and then it's just like, okay, like these are all the same joke told in a different way.
Yeah.
Well,
I get
that's
it,
because
you're
Joe Coy is
Filipino.
not really a very good comedian.
Yeah, like when he first got hot, it was awesome because
Representation.
as a Filipino, like his jokes really hit home.
Right.
And then I was like,
they were from your home.
yeah, right. Like, we had the same mom.
Well, it's funny to me in a way because like he's recently been trying to do a show at Key Arena. I can't even remember what they want to call it nowadays. Climate Pledge.
Yep.
But it's like you just bombed at the Golden Globes. You couldn't be colder. And bro, you just need to play the Showware Center in Kent and be satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Because they still have your mural up on the wall from when you were here.
Mhm.
The Climate Pledge doesn't give a fuck about you, dude.
He needs to stick to
Yeah.
Bellevue, where all the Filipinos are.
And no, all the Filipinos are in the south part of town.
Did you
With
see
West-
that Brad Williams is going to be in Eugene the next couple months?
Go, dude, go. He's very funny.
Yeah, well, my dad likes him too, so I'm gonna
Mhm.
see if I can get him to go with me.
Where's he?
He's the
playing?
midget, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he playing?
Let me look. I thought it was one of the smaller places.
McDonald Theater is really good for comedy.
I think that was it.
Yeah, it's a decent sized venue, but it's
Did
really
you see
good.
Zach Galifianakis there?
I've seen a bunch of things there. I've seen Daniel Tosh there. I saw Tim and Eric Awesome Show, Great Jobs live show there. I saw Butthole Surfers there. I saw Talib Kweli and David Banner there. Let's see.
Yeah, I can't find his events. Oh wait, maybe it's on here. Events. Duh.
Mer-
Where
about-
find events?
That's about it. But McDonald Theater is pretty good.
San Jose.
Oh, I saw Les Claypool there.
Oh, nice.
I've never been to a comedy show
Ever?
ever. Like Seven Feathers Hotel and Casino Resort, like bar
Right.
stage where they used to play music and let
I remember watching
Kids
some of
dance.
those. They were terrible.
yeah.
I saw Conan O'Brien and Reggie Watts.
I remember
Nice.
that.
That was super cool.
Mhm.
Oh, I saw Fat Amy Schumer. Wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
I think that's the only. Oh, and then I saw Gabriel Iglesias at the fair.
Let's see. I've seen Randy and Jason Sklar like
Few
4
times.
times.
Yeah.
Seen Daniel Tosh. I've seen Brad Williams. I'm going to see Craig Ferguson on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He's
While we're
fun.
talking about, well, he's very funny. I can't wait to
Scottish guy that used to have late night show.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was my favorite late night show too.
Mhm.
By far.
We're at the stage. We're front row.
Nice.
Wow, that's
So,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
I would go
It's-
see him.
It's at it's a really cool club in Tacoma called the Tacoma Comedy Club, and incredibly creative name.
They all
But
are.
like that's where we saw Brad Williams, and we saw Josh Wolf. He's another guy from up here who's pretty funny.
Mm.
But Brad Williams comes out. He's like, man, you guys got to realize that we put on not only do we all put on a hell of a show for you, but you got to see a black, a Mexican, and a midget all at the same show.
That's a joke in
That's
itself.
diversity right there.
Mhm.
It's like we are the most diverse comedy show you're ever going to see.
Yeah. I was trying to think of something. That was
The picture I have of Brad Williams is one of my favorite pictures because I cropped it off like at my belly button.
right.
So it's just him and my shirt.
You ought to ask Craig Ferguson if he has Jeff with him.
Oh, I should.
Mhm.
I wish I knew where my snake cup is. I used to have a rattlesnake.
Oh
cup.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Did we find that at Goodwill or did you buy it?
No, my dad got it for me for Christmas.
Okay, because I remember I had seen one at the Goodwill in Horvalis.
Yeah, you're like, hey, check this out. I'm like, yeah, I got one.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be cool, dude. I bet he'd be like, "No way, where'd you get that?"
Yeah, I got it from the website, dude. Way back when you were.
You say you're
fucking-
going to see him this weekend?
Yeah, on Saturday.
Dang. So probably not enough time to find the cup.
Well, it might be in storage.
Mhm. Find
That'd
the
be
cup.
cool. That would
I
be
know where
cool to
most-
take.
I know where most of my stuff is.
You show up there and you're like, "Hey, remember this?"
Mhm.
Black Santa.
Black Santa. It'd
What
be
could you-
funnier if you said Black Santa?
Black Santa.
Mm. I wonder what you could sign a coffee mug with
Just a
that it'll
Sharpie.
stick.
You could just sign it with
Sharpie.
Sharpie on the
Just-
bottom. Just don't use it.
Yeah, I give him this, sign
Would
wherever.
it stay?
Yeah,
Yeah, as
Okay.
long as you don't wash it and wash it off.
Yeah.
put tape over it or whatever.
Put tape over it or like get epoxy and just do that.
Yeah.
Take a Dremel with you. Hey, can you etch your name in this thing?
I got
Here,
an
put on-
engraver you could borrow.
Mhm.
Oh, I also saw Jason Mewes there.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's what I
yeah.
was thinking.
Oh yeah.
I've seen Mewes like 3 times.
How is he at stand up? Well, we've seen him 3
Pretty
times, so
funny.
he's pretty good.
He's pretty funny.
Is he vulgar? Like
No.
you would because you would assume he is. Like
he tells stories about he definitely tells stories about being fucked up.
yeah.
But he actually tells a lot of stories about being a dad, and like
Mm.
hmm
those are a lot more wholesome and a lot less. Yeah, so I was fucking this chick.
Right.
Like, they're definitely so I was fucking this chick stories, but
hmm
you
Well, I
know,
mean, and who am I to say something about language? Because
right.
let's be real here. But like those comedians that like they just lay it on thick. Like I'll say whatever I want, and you're just like, it's not funny anymore. All you're doing is standing up there saying fuck
Yeah.
over and over again.
Yeah.
One of my least favorite comedians is Anthony Jeselnik. Because I feel like Anthony Jeselnik's entire shtick is whatever terrible thing you thought I was going to say, I'm going to say something more terrible than that.
Yeah.
And and the laughter he gets isn't laughter of humor. It's, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. I'm so nervous to be in a room with somebody who said something like that.
Right.
No.
Daniel Tosh was like that for a minute too.
He definitely got like that for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys definitely. But I had to look him up because I couldn't remember because he looks way different now than he did when Anthony Jeselnik anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm picturing like skinny nerdy kid.
Right.
I'm like, oh, he looks like an adult now. I forget that. But yeah, those guys, him, Daniel Tosh, they've got clips that I think are hilarious.
Daniel Tosh,
But
his hour was pretty good. I will
No.
say, like, I went and saw him at McDonald Theater, and his hour was pretty good.
hmm I would go see him. But then again, like I said, I'd probably go see him, but I'd like to see them once and then never watch another thing of theirs. You know what I mean? Because
After I saw his live, I don't think I watched another episode like of whatever his show was called, Tosh.0.
yeah.
I kind of stopped watching that. I was like, okay, I've
Mhm.
seen it.
Yeah.
Again,
Dude, I
I've
don't-
never watched a whole lot of Tosh.0, but there's clips that I think are absolute. Like, there's one that I'll never. It's called the "Is It Racist" skit.
Yes,
That
Oh my
one,
God.
it will always
was
be one
of
of
the
my
best
favorite
sketches
things.
he ever did.
And it's so funny watching these people be racist about a random two words he put together.
Right.
Like that one
yeah.
where he's like spoon face.
face.
And the
I
white
love
girl's
it.
like,
Yes.
the white girl's just like, that's super racist. And he's like, why? And she points at the Asian dude. And
Yeah,
was like, why would you call him a spoon face? And Danny Phelps was like, I didn't call him anything. You just did. I just took the words spoon and face and put them together. You're the one that created and made it racist.
You are the ones who are
Yeah.
You are the ones who are the racists.
the ball lickers.
The ball licker, yeah.
The dude who I don't get why he's got a big following right now is Matt Rife. I don't.
He has funny clips on TikTok. That's it.
Mhm.
Like from what I've heard, people that have seen his act are not impressed. But
Yeah.
but his clips that he gets are from shows where he actually talks to the crowd. And he doesn't even do that at every show. Just
Right.
occasionally something happens and then
Mhm.
it's recorded.
That's.
because
I mean, that's crowd work.
Yeah.
Yeah. His crowd work is pretty funny, but I've never watched an actual set.
Yeah, he's quick.
He's just got the good looking, he's a good
He looks
looking
like-
dude.
He looks like he fucking created his own face.
He did. I was just about to say that guy made himself a good looking dude. Because
Mhm.
you go look at him from like 10 years ago and you can see he's had plastic surgery.
Oh, okay.
He's got his teeth all fixed and together.
Mhm.
Like
I know one of
he
those
looks like a
Jaws
meme,
size.
honestly.
One of those Jaws commercials was using him and saying that's what he did.
probably.
He looks like, you know, the meme of the guy who doesn't know what button to push.
Yes.
That's what he looks like.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's definitely paid for his looks, I guess.
Yeah. No, good for him. Well, I don't
Yeah,
care.
whatever.
Like
know
he's getting his money.
What's funny is like I consider myself a student of stand up. Like I study it. Like, you know, when I watch classics, I don't just watch it to hear the laughs. Like I really pay attention to
Structure and timing and
cadence and and so it's really interesting. Like I sent something to you the other day. It was some kid out of New York. I'm like, dude, listen to the way he talks to this guy. This is straight up Richard Pryor.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Or no, not Richard Pryor. It was Freddie Prinze. No, I was right the first time because it was
No.
He was doing the whole thing where he talked kind of like this at the end.
Oh yeah.
And he's talking to people and he's doing that. And I'm like, that is straight, like his delivery.
He
was
didn't
just-
know it, but yeah,
he
you
did-
could see it.
exactly.
Yeah, he didn't know he was doing it.
Mhm.
And that's where you can tell, like, when you can see someone's influences come out is really like, I enjoy that.
Do you either of you ever watch Kill Tony?
Yeah.
I see clips.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's, you know what, Jake, if you're gonna actually do comedy, you could get on his show. He does a live podcast every Monday from Austin, and you just put your name on their list. You get 1 minute to do whatever you want, and then they make fun of you if you suck.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
That
like
one,
that Rocket, what is his name?
Oh yeah, the dude that's always like bouncing around like.
He is so funny.
Mhm.
Casey Rocket, that's his
Yeah,
name.
Casey Rock. But he's
That
funny
dude.
for that minute.
Right.
Like if he did a whole hour of that, I'd be exhausted watching
Well,
him.
so I just watched one of him today where like he did his minute and then Kill Tony or Tony, whatever his name is, he goes like, I had him open for me at a big arena show and he did 15 minutes. If you think he's funny in a minute, the 15 minutes is killer and he doesn't stop. And he's like, what do you do to stay in this
Cocaine.
kind of shape? And he's like, well, I like to be around my friends, sit down with a book. Like he's just naturally funny.
Yeah, funny. There's that. Kill Tony's got that one. He's not a kid. He's like
he looks
20.
like a kid.
Right.
He's like
What is he?
27 or something like that. But he looks like he's 15 or
Right.
12. He
The
was pretty
problem-
funny.
The problem with the people who like me or they like the illegal ones. There's a joke something like that.
Hmm Yeah, I like Kill
Oh.
Tony, and I like it because it's like a panel. They're not really judges, but they just tell.
Yeah,
Yep.
that kid,
Heath
that dude,
Cortez.
he's funny.
He is funny.
Hmm.
That was the first time he'd ever done stand up. Was the first clip we saw of him. He'd never
Oh,
done
really?
anything.
Well, there you go, Jake.
He had a look though. Like it helps when you look funny.
Yeah.
When you've only got a minute and you already look funny,
And
you're
people are
on-
laughing when you walk out there.
Right. They're like, why is this 12-year-old here?
It's
Right.
like the one guy who went out and did the Kaufman minute was really funny too.
Yeah.
Dude, there was I think I've talked about this before, but when I saw the Sklar the last time at the Hereafter
Mhm.
in Seattle, a dude came out, Jeff Baldinger, I think was his name, and he was a pretty funny guy. And he came out and for like 3 minutes straight in a 50-seat room, like we're applauding, him coming out, and for like 3 minutes straight, he just keeps bowing, just over and over, just keeps bowing, just and just and we just keep clapping, and like we all like everyone gets in on it
Right.
because we understand what's happening, and so he's finally like, I was gonna see how like. After about the fourth bow, I wanted to see how long I could keep that going. It was
Mhm.
see if it was going to be funny or not. Turns out it was hilarious.
Yeah.
All right.
That feels like a Reggie Watts thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming all over. Here's a towel.
Thank you for coming over.
Has Austin always been a comedy thing, or is that just blowing up recently?
It started when Joe Rogan
That's what I thought. The
moved
spaceship
his
or whatever.
podcast
Easy,
there, the
man.
Mothership.
Mothership, yeah.
That's the name of the
I'm
Comedy
really
place.
upset that I'm missing the Austin trip this summer,
It's
though.
crazy, man. You come down to Austin, you get out there, you try to go to Charlie's one night, and it's just assassins, bro. And they're just slaying people, just wall to wall, just serial killers, dude. Just everywhere as far as the eye can see. So I get up there, I do my set, right? And I kill, I slay, I murder. I take them out. And I get up there, and a guy gets up there, absolute murders them, bro.
Who are you doing right now?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Oh,
You couldn't tell?
He
No.
Oh.
Oh,
didn't sound anything like him.
Well, I wasn't trying to do his
he didn't
voice.
sound like him.
I was doing his mannerisms,
Mhm.
David.
I stopped watching the Joe Rogan show.
I
I
never
mostly be-
started, so it's hard for me
mostly-
to stop.
Mostly because my commute is only 35 minutes and I don't have 3 hours.
That's crazy.
fair.
Have you ever tried DMT?
Actually, I'm going to be doing that in 2 weeks
Wait,
Oh.
what?
Yep. with my wine
See-
teacher.
Double.
Huh.
At least that was the invite.
Well, that's all right.
Hmm.
I-
Oh,
I-
and my-
any questions?
My bracelet. You guys know my bracelet that I always wear. I'm not wearing
Yeah.
it right now, but
Yeah.
It's worked like 3 times this week meeting chicks. Because it's got the tiger's eye and like a bunch of crystal stones on it,
Uh-huh.
and then it's
Oh,
got
Jesus.
the Indian hand, and then I call it the eye of Agamemnon, but the eye of Sauron. But it's got a bunch of that Indian yoga bullshit that I don't believe in.
Got here.
But when chicks see you wearing it,
Oh.
they
Oh,
they want
yeah.
to talk to you about it. And then so that was another thing. I've gotten 3 numbers in the last week just from my bracelet.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Man,
like I love
would've-
college chicks.
I wish I would have tapped into the things I don't believe in market when I was in
Mhm.
college. I would have scored so much pussy if I would have just been
Ugh.
like, here's some stuff I don't actually believe in.
hmm I've actually gone as far as
Math
for
is
when I
cool.
move, looking for a crystal to be in the corner of my room.
No, just get a salt lamp.
I have one. if
I
you
guess
wanna
that
take-
works.
I got one over here. My
Mhm.
sister gave it to me years ago. It's just sitting there. I did lick it once to see if it tasted salty.
Yep, me too.
Did it?
It's- yeah,
Yes.
of course.
Hmm.
So
it's
Okay.
my kid has one too, and I did the same thing. Like as soon as she got, one of the first things I did was lick it
Right.
because I wanted to know if it tasted salty. And Jen's
Same.
like, "Why'd you lick it?" I'm like, "Well, I wanted to see if it was salty. Like, why is
Yeah.
this complex?"
Yeah, I
I
thought it was
was-
plastic. I thought all of them were plastic.
Yeah, that was bullshit. I wanted to see if it's for real.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why do they all
Yeah.
look the same? How'd they
Actually, it
manage
would
to
be funnier if I put a fake, a fake salt lamp.
That would be funny.
get- I like that.
That
Fake
would be
salt.
such a move. And like you could actually get fake crystals,
hmm
which would be funnier. Like just get like a glass dildo or something. Like no, it's crystal.
Or find a bunch of round rocks and be like, there's geodes in there, but I don't feel like disturbing them, so they're still whole.
There you go.
That's going to be my other play.
These are thunder eggs. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Yeah. See if I can score a whole. This is actually a dragon egg from China that they discovered 500 years ago.
Look out of here!
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Dave, have you watched those videos of the native teaching a white guy how to be native?
Drinking
I
Pepsi.
started to see one the other day, but it was one of those things where I opened it, started watching it, and then it reloaded, and I lost it
Let
forever.
me see if I can find. I sent one to Jake earlier.
You're looking indigenous.
Oh, here it is, part 4. Let's see.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Where's your auntie? One thing about being natives, we don't point like the normal. What's that? We point like this. Over there.
Oh, Filipinos do that too.
I look deadly. Yeah. In order for him to be real deadly like my uncle Thunder Feather, we need him to toss this jacket on. Here. Another thing that he needs to know about being native is you gotta. I feel like I could snag your auntie in this jacket. Fuck. Now that he dresses deadly, looks like my uncle, looks like my cousin, he's got to give me some wisdom in a good way. Let's hear it. Look off into the sky. You see the sun over there. Oh, look, there's an eagle. Holy fuck. It's my white friend. How to be native.
He
So
got
I
a
was
bunch
out-
of them.
I was out in Eastern Oregon, out at Lake Billy Chinook, and there's
Billy
no radio.
H. Chinook.
There's absolutely no radio over there, except for reservation radio.
Just the sounds of beating drums and hollering.
Yep, and they had a DJ on there, and he's like, "All right, next we're gonna play this song, Indians, Indians," and it was like they were playing like modern like Indian hip hop shit, and it was like it
Nice.
was wild. And
Mhm.
then but oh man. And then they just drums, just doom 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 doom. There's no radio except the drums.
Mhm.
But the best part is that like the native sense of humor
Yeah.
is so out of left field, you'll never see it coming. He's like, I remember my uncle and I were standing up on the hill at a great buffalo feed. My uncle said, "Look, nephew, down at all these great people. They all came to eat buffalo." I'm like, I'm sure people are just blowing snot right now. Like,
Somewhere somebody is laughing.
yeah, somewhere this is killing.
The
but it
drum
is in
beat
this
stops and all you
part.
hear is laughter.
Ha 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 ha.
Dude, I don't know what it is about like that native, like the drum beating music. Like when I hear it, dude, like I get going. Not like a weird way. But
Man.
like I get into it, man. Anytime I hear like tribal music from just about anywhere, if there's like a like solid bassy beat,
Oh,
like I get like there's something like, and it sounds super gay to say this, but it's like something primal. I'm just like I feel like stronger. I don't know.
no, I hear what you're saying because I
Mhm.
mean there is a connection to it because it's supposed to emulate the heartbeat, and so there's a lot to it there.
There's something about it. I just get I feel like fuck. I get into it.
One thing I noticed, like my dad wanted me to go watch his friend's band play the other night, and I learned that I don't like Irish music. And when I say I don't like Irish music, it makes me like violent.
Ah, yeah. All right, I got you.
Like-
I didn't want to be
shipping up to
touched. I didn't want to be
Boston.
talked to. I didn't want to be looked at. I
Mhm.
wanted to fuck something up.
Yeah, I can see that definitely, absolutely. Do you guys know that one TikToker? He does all the songs, but he makes the song about how the music
That's-
used to be.
No.
Like he had that one like house music one, and he was just emulating all the house music from the like early '90s. You guys never seen that?
No, I sure haven't.
don't know.
Dave.
Okay, I'm gonna find it.
You're gonna have to tell me about it.
You have to tell me more about it, and
Yep.
and be a little more descriptive than that one TikToker who remixes songs.
He's the only one that I know of that does it.
Fuck out of here!
Out of here.
I wish, man. I look forward to going to football next year and just fucking fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is this the song I was trying to find? Oh no! Have you seen this? Somebody took the Dune soundtrack and made it a techno thing.
Oh, Kyle Gordon.
Yeah.
This guy.
I'm gonna
Tell
go
me-
do Molly.
Can you hear it?
I do have one point I could go do right now.
I've heard.
I
don't know
I
if it's
keep
gonna
trying
play
to figure out
exactly.
when to do it. Maybe I'll wait for Dave to do his DMT and we'll do it at the same time. We'll call each other.
So he has
Record the show.
an Irish song.
I can't hear shit,
That's
Dave.
silent.
Oh, it's too. I gotta
Son of a bitch. Fucking cocksucking whore.
doing the thing I want it to do, but not when I want it to do it.
Right?
Right.
That's the way it goes.
That's how they get you.
Mm-hmm. They're making this joke take way too long. Like this, I want to fight.
Is it like that? Yeah, Jake's eyes are doing something.
Jake's eyes are doing something.
Yeah. All right, here. I turned off my noise cancellation.
It sounds like your phone's broken.
My phone's broken. Fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, I know that song.
But he does songs like that. Like there's a.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, that's the ad one.
Is
But he's got a bunch of songs where like
that the Gangs of New York?
yeah, right.
Gangbangs in New York with that
Oh,
bracelet.
yeah. The Gang
He's
Gangs
got
of
the
New York.
cute one out too.
Is that the porn version? Yeah.
But yeah, like so all of his songs are just like parodies of that genre from that time.
Yeah, it makes
What
me want to
about-
fight.
What about this one?
All right, I don't have that much left in here.
I got this. We're gonna get this whole episode canceled.
Yeah, pretty much. You guys have been drinking beers. You guys are cavorting and doing all. I mean,
the retarded.
saying
Just for YouTube's, this is actually just water with food dye in it.
No,
This-
I'm more for the sound and the copyrights. Is we can
Oh.
drink and do whatever. Like the other day, Bullet Sponge, which is funny because I mentioned him as Bullet Sponge. He asked this question: are you guys allowed to talk about what Dave does for his work? I'm like, at the gun shop? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you not noticed we say your name? I just now thought that, but like,
Dave, what if you so you're basically in charge of the social media for the gun store because you're the only guy who knows how the internet works.
Actually, yeah, it's weird because I'm actually the youngest guy that works there.
I know.
It's fucking weird.
yeah, I know.
You should do your own remix of Thrift Shop, but it should be Gun Shop.
Gun shop.
Start I'll take you to.
I'm gonna pop some caps.
or
Only
candy
got-
shop. I was thinking candy shop instead of thrift shop.
Oh,
I was
I'll take-
thinking
I'll take
you to the gun shop. Just do that.
just my voiceover.
gun shop.
Yeah, get really close to the mic and just gun.
say it like Steve Austin. Gun.
Gun.
Hey Dave, I'll take you to the
Gun.
shop.
Dun, dun, dun,
I got one
dun.
pistol,
What?
2 pistols,
What?
a revolver,
What?
some shotguns,
What?
hunting rifles,
What?
308,
What?
5.56.
Did I ever tell you guys there used to be?
What?
I hate you so much. There used to be a juice bar in Springfield.
Oh yeah,
What's a juice bar?
So it's a strip club.
I almost just said it. What the fuck is juice? But
Juice?
It goes in front
What
of
the
that.
fuck
That,
is
that one I
juice?
definitely got to bleep.
Yeah, I almost just said it. But it's a strip club where you can go in if you're over the age of 18. Because they
And
didn't
then
serve
That
alcohol.
there was one on I-5.
There was one in Springfield
by
on
Wilsonville.
South A called the Candy Shop. And I went there once, and it's weird drinking juice and watching strippers.
Almost said it again.
don't really have a boner while I'm drinking apple juice.
Right. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'll have a orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went back a second night, and I wasn't paying attention. I paid my cover. I'm ready to go in. And I turn and look. There's a couple dudes up there. Turn
Wrong
back,
juice.
Turn back around. I'm like, hey, buddy,
I'm in a bloody buddy.
how about giving that $8 back? Cause I don't want to watch guys get naked.
I didn't know it was bear night.
I didn't know it was ladies' night. And he's like, oh, dude, you can stay. Like, do the ladies will love it. I'm like, nah,
I won't.
They're not here for
Mhm.
me. Okay. And
I don't like looking at soft penises.
Yeah, that's not my
Smell
jammy.
like.
What does it smell like? So yeah,
Fries.
then they were out of business, and now they're like a collectibles.
Having them little brothers.
Now it's a Jamba Juice.
Yeah, it's a Jamba Juice. It's weird that the a strip club that doesn't sell alcohol doesn't work in the state of Oregon,
Weird.
but
Yeah.
they're so prevalent up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Need
You know,
to
we
go-
keep bringing up strip clubs.
Yeah, I need to go to a good one. It's been too long
What
since I've
if
been to
we
a good.
did a strip club that didn't serve alcohol but weed instead?
Well, you can't. You
What if
can't.
we figured out a way to make it work?
It would have to be a private club.
I'm okay with that.
A gentleman's club. We'd call it a scoundrels club, though.
Villains social club.
A club
would
of
we name it?
The
debauchery.
What would
Villain
the name
social
be?
club.
No, but what would the name of the club be? Like
The
what kind
Villain social club.
The Darren Crouch I'll fight you club.
The Derek Crouch I curse you club.
It's gonna be a picture of him with no shirt on, with like, yeah.
Just
No, that might
stolen
people
straight
might
off the U of O website?
people might
That's
think that's a
so
gay strip
good.
club.
What?
People just might think it's a gay strip club if we do a shirtless Darren. It's just a bunch of gay bears rolling around,
They just show up. They're
nothing
like,
but hairy chest and
where's the
BDSM
guy
gear.
from the picture?
Oh,
Where
we
is
could
he?
do a guy one too, and we could call it like Gummy Bears
The fire pole.
because it's gummies, the weed gummies, Gummy
Uh,
Bears.
Maybe that's what you do. Maybe
You
everyone comes in and gets a gummy,
Yes,
and that way you don't have the
you
smoke
don't have
in the
smoke.
Oh, patent that, patent that, patent that, patent that.
Verbal patent.
air. Yeah, mail
verbal
it to
patent.
ourselves.
That was an office quote.
Verbal
Verbal
patent.
patent.
I'm
Yeah.
actually going to bounce this off my gay wife and see what she thinks. 'Cause she used to hang out in all the gay bars down in Louisiana.
The old Louisiana gay bars.
Yeah, like
Gay bar,
So how
gay
long-
bar, gay bar.
how long does it take for a gummy to kick in usually? Like
Well, it depends. It depends.
okay. So we have like massage chairs in there so you can get like relaxed while you're getting relaxed.
While you're
We
getting
call them the
relaxed.
misogyny
Yeah.
chairs.
See? Now you're getting it.
Misogyny chairs.
Because it's
it's
just
a gay
dudes
bar
rubbing you
though,
down.
so it's getting weird. Whatever.
It's only weird if you let it be.
Why?
That's
How
fair.
come every time we come up with an idea, Dave turns it into a gay bar?
That was Robin's idea. Hey, stop giving me credit for all the gay stuff, all right, guys?
You were in the Navy.
I'm getting too many emails.
What, like hot gays in your neighborhood?
Yep. There's nothing but rock hard dick pics.
Yo!
My buddy, when I was stationed in San Diego, my buddy Jonesy and I would always go into a bar, and if they had something that we could play music on, kind of the
Put that on?
jukeboxes, we would
Yeah.
always play that song, and then we would like high five and hold hands and just look at each other.
Were you as Riley?
Yeah.
See,
I've never put that together before, but as I'm telling the story, I'm like, I had a friend named Jonesy.
Yeah.
there you go. Jen and I want to go on vacation someplace and go karaoke somewhere and act completely hammered and do the worst conceivable version of I Got You Babe possible.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where
Mhm.
we both
I
hold
got
our
you,
microphone and we just stare at each other the entire time, but we don't know the words. So it's anytime.
Couldn't we just do
Babe.
that at the O Bar?
We kind of did, but it's a little different.
It'd be like that one movie with Zach Galifianakis and the chick from SNL when they go do the photo shoot. It's the karaoke version of that.
I don't recall what you're talking about.
Kristen
Yeah, Kristen something.
Wig.
Wig. There it is. Yeah,
Did I get it right?
you did.
I don't think it was Kristen Wiig.
Yes, it was.
Shut up, Dave. Yes, it was.
It was.
I don't even know what we're talking about, but I got it right.
I'm looking it up. It used to be my job on this show. Now it's...
I'm looking up. The movie's called Masterminds.
Who's no.
No, Mastermind. Oh yeah, it is Mastermind.
It was Kate McKinnon
Kate
played
McKinnon.
his wife. Yeah, Kristen Wiig's in it, but Kate McKinnon plays his wife.
Kristen
the one-
Wiig is like the neighbor.
Yeah.
This
Gotcha.
could be my neighbor.
Yeah. Boing.
Bang.
I refuse.
Instead, you got like a black dude that's like calls you the man or something. I forget his name.
B.
What up, B?
Yeah, what's up, B? If you ever
Z.
figure out how to use a podcast.
Old B-boy.
He actually called me over yesterday, and he's like, "Hey, man, my printer's broken. Can you figure out what's going on with it?" And so I go over there.
Sounds
and
like a black Mitch Hedberg. My printer is broken.
Come over here and fix it.
my printer is broken. No, maybe that was my inflection.
Oh.
But he's like, "Hey, man, can you come on over here?" I can't do it now.
You can't do it now.
Like,
You can't do it now.
Well, hey,
Black Santa.
Black Santa.
my printer's broken. Oh, if you're not watching this on YouTube, you're missing half the joke.
My goodness.
Mhm.
You've been missing out on the Black Santa joke for a long time.
Yeah. If you're not watching this, you just randomly hear Robin scream out, Black Santa! Like, what the fuck is going on?
I imagine blind people they just imagine this Black Santa.
You can't braille that shit.
Well, these people, they could have been anywhere in the world, but they're here with Black Santa. We appreciate that.
We really need to get a Black Santa on the show.
What are you talking about? We just find a black guy with a beard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Samson's making an appearance.
I don't know that that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's
It's
not.
a terrible idea.
You want to talk about editing? Holy cow!
Someone's gonna get stabbed.
It's gonna be him.
It's gonna be him.
Oh,
Stab
well, I guess-
himself in the leg to see if his leg still works.
Oh my God! Before we go, do you guys remember Don LePray?
Yes.
Dave?
Nope.
He
Moving
put
around.
teeny tiny little ads, like classified ads in the newspaper, and telling you if you send him $5, he'd tell you how to make $1 million out of his 1-bedroom apartment. And how he do it is by putting teeny tiny little ads all across newspapers. And they found him he tried to commit suicide by cutting his femoral arteries, and so they found him with teeny tiny little cuts up and down his legs. But for this episode, this edition of my show, good night, universe.
That's a podcast.
What?
Good night.
Yo, Ducks.
Ducks.
Good Ducks.
He couldn't find his
And
femoral
that's the
artery.
bottom line.
Make sure to go and check out definitelynotsellingdrugs.com.